Hi, everybody. I'm so pleased that you're all here to join me in graduating from Harvard after uh, taking a long weekend of 50 years to put it all together and finally reach the goal. And this day after tomorrow, I'll pick up a diploma wearing a cap and gown and probably a bathing suit and flip flops underneath. And it's college is, they say youth is wasted on the young. I think college is wasted on the young because I tell you, I got so much out of it going back um, and I'm getting my degree in integrative biology because I finished the requirements 50 years ago. But what I decided in the fall was to just take courses that I was interested in. And I have this abiding interest in ancient Greece. And I studied the language and I studied the culture, and I was so inspired and so moved by this that I started writing a cycle of songs uh, based on the fragments and mythology of ancient Greek lyric poets. They're called lyric because they played the lyre, which was kind of a seven-string ancestor of the guitar. So really, they were singer-songwriters, just like us. And what I've done was kind of piece things together from fragments, sort of like a paleontologist pieces together pieces of dinosaur bones into a full dinosaur, uh, adding pieces that are missing, and I'm adding pieces that are missing with lyrics and adding song to it. And the it's been a wonderful journey. And this is the ninth song. The cycle is nine for the nine muses, because there were nine muses in ancient Greece and in popular mythology. And this last song was a Sappho's song. Sappho was the most important of the bunch of the nine, and this song I sang in particular for my niece Yolande, who got married this just past weekend, May 21st. And happy wedding to you, Brandon. For I hope it all had just a ton of fun. And she married. She's a wonderful painter in Brooklyn, and I'm in her house in Shandaken outside of Woodstock. And her beautiful bride, Katja Hirsch, um, just couldn't be more wonderful. And they're a match made in heaven. And I'm so impressed with everything they do and everything they're about. And so I sang this song, this Sappho song, for them. And by the way, the wedding will be written up in the New York Times in a couple of weeks. So keep your eyes out for that. And it's been so inspiring to do this. Um, we all look for inspiration all the time and wait for the songwriter gods to hit us on the head. And they hit me on the head this fall. And this was the last of the pieces. I've had so much fun recording this at Neil Eckstein's and at Mark Dann's, and I'm gonna hopefully put together an album this summer with friends singing different songs on it. Judy Collins has said she'll do a song, and Tom Rush has said he'll do a song, and it's just and Jimmy Naughton, who's David Buskin's old pal from Brown, is going to do a song, and David's going to do a song, and then Matt Nico has done a song. It's just going to be wonderful. Robin Lane's going to do a song. That the It's just a wonderful tribe, as are you all, a wonderful tribe. And one of the interesting things about the ancient Greek lyric poets is that many of them knew each other. One particular poet, Alcaeus, had an abiding crush on Sappho, who lived in the same town of Mytilene on the island of Lesbos. And so Mark Dann and I put together a song that's Alcaeus's song to Sappho. That's not what I'm going to sing right now, but I'm going to sing my assembly of Sappho ideas. into something that made sense to me, because it's, as we all know, when we write a song that means something to us, we discover that it means something to an audience. And this is an incredible audience today. You all mean so much to me. It's a tribe, it's a family, and there's no getting around it. I'm so grateful to Christine Lavin for being kind of the den mother of this tribe, and I think it's just incredible what she's done and what she does, and I just love her to pieces, and just couldn't love her more. And I guess I've said enough. I'll sing a song, and I get kind of long-winded when I talk about this because it's been a long journey. But here goes. This is called Terracotta Heart. Sappho always starts every song with a tribute to the muses, because she couldn't sing and write without them. Oh muse, I adore you, I implore you, it's your Sappho, I am for you. Nothing ever have I sung or written, mooning, falling, swooning, smitten, without your divinity. Speak to me, speak through me. On beautiful swift sparrows, she's descending the sky. On terrible swift sparrows, Aphrodite, I take no joy in hurting. Aphrodite, why? She tells me, if she runs, it's just until she turns and sees against her will. Her heart's decided for her, the way that you adore her is how she must adore you to the end. Or till your terracotta heart turns and breaks again on terrible swift sparrows. You're descending the sky on terrible swift sparrows. Aphrodite, I take no joy in hurting. Aphrodite, why? She says, Sappho, who's doing you wrong? The moon is down, the stars abound, the Pleiades emerging, matrix of the Virgin. You were before and are again each time you called my name. I may turn you in the fire, but it's you that sparks the flame on beautiful swift sparrows. You're descending the sky on terrible swift sparrows. Aphrodite, I take no joy in hurting. Aphrodite, why? You burn me, Aphrodite, turn me in the fire, straddling the threshold between memory and desire. I could be dying, I could be dying, I could be dying, I could be dying on beautiful swift sparrows. You're before descending the sky. Thank you all so much. K Stadium noises.
Oh, Robin. Oh, it's beautiful to hear a brand new song from you. And have we got an evening for you? There are so many musicians who are lined up.
I'm so excited
to sing for you. I just want to give you an overview of who's going to be. Annie Wenz will be performing. Lee Weissman, we hope, will be. Mary Satui, we're hoping. Tom Toast, yes. Kate Taylor, maybe. Fran and Jeff Southworth. Gail Finney Runlet. David Roth, who's written a brand new song just for you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Elaine Romanelli. Pierce Pettis. Caroline Solabello.
Oh.
Did I say Hugh O'Doherty already?
Not yet, but you said it now.
There, okay. Robin Lane, David LaMotte from North Carolina, Jake Holmes, hopefully, Kyle Hancharick, that new young guy that we love, Greg Greenway, John Forster, who was one of your classmates.
He was one of my classmates, and I love John. He's done just such wonderful stuff. I'm so delighted he's here. And so delighted he's everywhere, you know, because he's done so many things in so many ways. So go, John.
Yeah. Neil Eckstein, Louise
what a friend. Neil Eckstein is such a friend. I mean, like you, he's a friend to everyone. He's somebody who supports folk music and folk singers and singer-songwriters. And, you know, he's not only a terrific singer-songwriter himself, but he's somebody who does everything he can to help people to discover what they can, what their songs are made of in the studio. Amazing.
That's right. We also have Louise Mosry and Cliff Eberhardt.
Wonderful.
Lisa Klotz and Mark Dann. Janie
Yep.
Barnett and David Buskin.
David Buskin is just a best friend. Just the best friend you could have. We've been supporting each other, and of course, you know, like brothers, we're fighting and then laughing, and which is, by the way, what Yolanda and Katja do all the time. They fight and then they laugh, and it's the way the world ought to work. And David is writing stuff. Better and better. It's amazing that he grows as a songwriter. I'm so excited to hear what he's got for us today. As you know, Christine, for every heartfelt remark that comes out of me, David has a funny retort. So let's hear it. Let's hear it from David Buskin. Just one of the greatest.
Thank you, Robin. Am I coming through?
Yes.
Coming through.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I had some stuff to sing, but at the beginning, but the song and the speech and everything, I forgot most of it. But I want to thank you, Christine, for acceding to my peculiar wishes. So first of all, I asked you if I could go on early because my bedtime is in about 7 minutes. And also, I did say, put me on after somebody who's really kind of mediocre. Thank you for that. I'm not surprised at all that it took Robin so long to finish college. He's always been kind of slow that way. In fact, his mother told me that when he was finally promoted from the first grade to the second, he was so excited he could hardly shave. But that's neither here nor there. Bada-boom. Okay, this is one of my two songs. She's given me two because of the many years I performed with Robin. And this is the first one. It's a song about friendship. The central character, Nico, is not an analog for Robin. But I have to say that some of the thoughts that come out of the singer's mouth might possibly have entered through my mind. So that's cryptic enough. Old friend Nico, who still smokes Camels, is in a crotchety mood. He says, why you want to move out of the city Where you gonna get good Chinese food? There be neighbors all out there with mowers and blowers. The lawn's a Republican thing. And they roll up the sidewalks at 9 every night. Just when you're looking to swing, just when you're ready to swing. Well, it's 1 in the morning and he's making me lists of books he insists that I read. And me, I'm like Nico, just hanging with you. I get all of the postmodern bullshit I need. Can we talk about music or baseball or sex? Some subject that holds my attention. He orders a refill and frowns at my apple juice. Nico's not big on abstention. The boy's not big on abstention. Nico, if you were an interval, you'd be a tritone for sure. Discordant but rife with combustible life. A man to enjoy, a man to endure. Nico, giving you take a bit. You're such a maddening blend. And like most of our race, you make a good case for and against having friends. I remind you of something you said to me once, he says, back when you drank and were smart. You liked money too much, but you still were in touch with the whispers and beats of your gypsy heart. One night you gazed over the rim of your glass and observed, soon enough we're all dust. And Nico, my friend, you said, knowing the end, I'd much rather burn out than rust. You said, I'd much rather burn out than rust. Well, that's apples and oranges, Nico, you know. If there's a way to stay young, tell me how. The time it gets precious, the less of it's left. Carefree at 20 is careful now. I ain't looking for lawns, but I wouldn't mind birdsong. There's more than pigeons, you know. The city is people, Nico replies. If you're tired of people, then go. If you're tired of life, you should go, Nico. Well, we kick it around through the wee small hours. We'll probably close the joint. But he's on a roll, and though I hate to admit it, I'm starting to think he might have a point. To quit making noise is a kind of surrender, and a quieter life would feel strange. But when you're naked for doctors more often than lovers, you have to admit things have changed. Have to accept things have changed. And I'm tired as hell, and we've argued the night away. At least it did not come to blows. We should pack up our yin and our yang and get out of here. We're all talked out and they're wanting to close. I got the check, Nico, you leave a tip. Make it twice what you think it should be. I know you don't mind her opinion of you. What if she thinks it was me? You know that still matters to me. Nico, if you were an interval, you'd be a tritone for sure. Discordant but rife with combustible life. A man to enjoy, a man to endure. Nico, you give and you take a bit. You're such a maddening blend. You're diamonds and coal, impatience and soul. Just what I want in a friend. Just what I need in a friend. Hey Nico. Hey Robin. I'm glad you're my friend.
Yeah.
Here's my second chorus number. Called Tuna.
Good song.
Actually, this song is from a quote that I just recently read, from Maya Angelou. It's not from one of her poems, I don't think. And I don't think it's from one of her 7 autobiographies. But it's a really cool thing. In fact, after she said it, I think every time she said it subsequent to that, she'd tell her listener, write this down. So she said a lot of cool things. She said, when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time, which I like. She also said, I don't trust people who don't love themselves but tell me they love me. There's an old African saying, be careful when a naked person offers you a shirt. And she also said, how long is it going to take you to tune that goddamn thing? Actually, maybe her greatest contribution was discovering and revealing that you could sing the lyrics to Amazing Grace to the tune of the theme from Gilligan's Island. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound to save a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Maya Angelou. No, I'm kidding. It wasn't Maya Angelou at all. It was Edith Wharton. You'll know the title line when I come to it. Every night gives way to dawn. You look up, the dark is gone. Think of this when you're in pain. Every storm runs out of rain. Every minute seems an age. When with sorrows you engage, beaten down by the hurricane. But every storm runs out of rain. In your tower of despair, you may see ghosts that aren't there. But take this comfort to your soul. There's no thunder that can roll forever. Keep the poet by your side. Let her vision be your guide. Lady Maya did explain, every storm runs out of rain. When a loss cuts like a knife, you may cry and curse your life. But every present turns to past, and there's no trouble that can last forever. Keep the poet by your side. Let her vision be your guide. Lady Maya did explain, every storm runs out of rain. Hold to this when you're in pain. Every storm runs out of rain.
Yeah.
Thank you, David, so much.
Cool.
So much. And Robin, you know, one thing I wanted to mention is that this is a free concert. All the musicians are donating their time, but you would like to give half of any donations that come in to a charity in Ukraine, and the other half will go toward the Robin Batteau tuition fund. So all of you out there can say you helped put Robin Batteau through college.
Pretty cool. Thanks, Chris.
But what is the name of that charity? The Ukrainian
It's called the Serious Animal Rescue. It's they're outside of Kyiv, and they've been rescuing animals for years. And of course, now it's more critical than ever, and so they need the money to be able to do more in a time where everywhere more is needed, and especially in Ukraine. The animals are the most innocent of all of us, and so it's unfortunately not a priority. Saving people, of course, is a priority, and we're all into saving people. Our tribe is that way, but the animals just need a little extra through Sirius. And I'm hoping that Mary Sue Toohey will try to get the Sirius XM interested in helping out the Sirius. So we'll see.
Oh, that's wonderful. So Robin, there's a lot of people who couldn't be here tonight, but they sent videos, and Brandon's going to play some of them right now.
Cool, wonderful.
Oh no, you're going to your classes again. You thought you were done, but you weren't, so here you are, taking Greek again. Now, Robin, you're finally graduating. We are here congratulating you on May 26th of 2022. Robin, it's all about you. Oh no, you're smarter than the masses again.
Let's hope you did better on the exams than we just did on that song.
Hey, Tom Rush here. Congratulations, Robin. You graduated. That's a big deal. Good for you. I've done some math. I realize that by not being in Harvard for 25 years, you've saved well over $1 million. So that's a good thing. And plus, now with a diploma, you can get a real job and stop messing around with all this music foolishness. Congratulations. I got a song that might fit the situation, maybe not. You probably don't feel this way about Harvard, but it's an exit song. Brand new song, still in diapers. But it's called I Quit. That's it. I quit. I'm out of here. I'm gone. Out the door and down the road. I do believe I'm done. I'm done. I'm gone. This is me waving bye-bye. This fire's going out. The stove's stone cold and I got fish to fry. I can't find a love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, just send me the bill. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, 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 gone. That's it, I quit. I'm out of here, just like that. I'm fresh out of reasons why I should take this crap. I think I'll slide on down the road. Won't be coming by no more. Don't be bothered. Hey, don't get up. I can find the door. I can't find the love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, just send me the bill. I'm gone, I'm gone, I'm gone, 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 gone. You better bet I'm gonna jet. Right now ain't soon enough. They say the tough get going when the going gets tough. Hey, don't be acting so surprised. You're reaping what you've been sowing. What I'm saying, what I mean, I got the urge for going. I can't find the love, can't feel the thrill. If there's hell to pay, just send me the bill. I'm gone, I'm gone. I'm gone, 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 gone. Congratulations, young fella.
Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm a musician and a longtime fan of Christine Lavin and the Bitchin Babes. I have seen them live at the Landmark in Port Washington. And when I saw Christine, she noted me in the audience because of my shock of white hair, as you can see. I have played with legendary Jean Ritchie and her son, John Picow. Now, I graduated from Queens College in 2017, summa cum laude, thank you very much, with a degree in English. I was 62 at the time. I say congratulations to Robin and to everyone who says it's never too late. Thanks. Bye.
And so I was supposed to graduate in 1980, but I failed kindergarten, got a D in self-control, and everything snowballed after that. And by 80, I still had another year to go. Did it in 81, but a year late. But seriously, Robin, congratulations. You're the heartbeat of America. You deliver, you deliver.
Hi, folks. This is Sleepy John Sandidge in Santa Cruz, California. And I'm here to wish Robin happy graduation. It only took him 57 years. It took me 10 years from 1957 to 1967 to get an AA in philosophy. It's done me a lot of good. I am now a retired concert promoter.
Hi, Robin. This is Bruce Ginsberg, and I want to congratulate you on your graduation from Harvard. Better late than never. And regards from my wife, Rebecca, who graduated from Harvard way after you were supposed to. And my own story is that I went to Rutgers University from 1972 to 74, at which time I took a leave of absence because I was itching to get out and travel and see the world. So I took a leave of absence, another leave of absence, another leave of absence, semester by semester, until 8 semesters later, they informed me that I'd reached the maximum and world record at Rutgers for taking leave of absences consecutively for a record 8 times. At which point I was already making a living. I was living in Israel. I decided I wasn't going back to school. So I didn't graduate either. And your story has inspired me to continue to my leave of absence and not to graduate from college ever. Not at this age, maybe not ever. So congratulations on your stunning achievement and the time and effort it took to achieve it. And we wish you all the best. I'm wondering what you're going to do with your newfound degree. But you've always been in the heart of this audience, and we love you. Bye.
Hello, Robin, and hello, everybody. And I'm sorry I can't be with you in person doing this and observing this because I'm away at a sort of Jewish music conference thingy. Monsieur Batteau, what do you know, has graduated from Harvard University. Mr. Boat now has a note that proves he's a lot smarter than he looks to you and me. How did that shriveled up walnut of a brain manage to retain the information required? He must have lied to someone, he must have bribed someone. There's gonna be an investigation and somebody's gonna get fired. Back in the day, tuned in and dropped out. Now he can say that he's no longer locked out. He's bringing out the Sappho in me. Now Robin Batteau is ready to go sailing on the Ionian Sea. Curioscaphos, I don't suppose he'll be needing that Grammy or that Emmy anymore when Senor Botte makes his way to Stockholm to collect the Nobel Prize for services to the advertising industry. The first McDonald's jingle to be sung in ancient Greek. This Budweiser bottle is brought to you by Aristotle. They're driving Chevys down the edge of Mount Olympus as we speak. He's passed the beta test, and now he's in Greek heaven. From now on, Guinevere must be referred to as Helen. He's dreaming of a fleece in a tree. Robin Batteau is raring to go sailing on the Ionian Sea. Robin Batteau, a man of daring do. He's having his gâteau and he's eating it too. The examination board took pity on him when he played them hearts and flowers on his tiny violin. It's all just a matter of degree. Robin Batteau is ready to go sailing, sailing, sailing on the Ionian Sea. I hope it's the Ionian Sea, because I should have checked it. Oh well, too late now. Bye.
Hey Robin, I'm so happy for you getting to go through graduation at Harvard. Even though I have 2 degrees, I never actually went to a college graduation. For my bachelor's degree, I received it from Purdue Hammond campus, a commuter school. I didn't really know anybody. I didn't go to graduation. And then I taught high school for several years. So I got my master's degree over 6 years, going only during the summers. By the time MA commencement actually happened at Northwestern, I was already working at a PR agency on Michigan Avenue. So I brought my robes with me to work on commencement day. I was going to leave early so I could go through the ceremony, and I looked up from my work and I'd been so busy, I'd forgotten what time it was, and I missed my graduation from Northwestern. So that makes me even happier for you. Congratulations.
Félicitations, professeur de cœur, which is a fancy French way of saying congratulations, professor of the heart. Robin, way to go. I wanted to sing this song because you played so beautifully on it so long ago. If love is a dream, let me sleep forever. Wake me never if love is a dream. If truth is a key, let me be the keeper and not the grim reaper of lives. For the time passes by, I can hear it laugh and cry in our face. It is mocking the space that we let separate our hearts. If trust is something that only comes with age, let my love turn the page and know where he must stand. If friends are like jewels, let them be set in gold, and there they'll grow old with me. For the time passes by, I can hear it laugh and cry in our face. It is mocking the space that we let separate our hearts. passes by. I can hear it laugh and cry in our face. It is mocking the space that we let separate our hearts for the time passes by. I can hear it, laugh and cry in our face. It is mocking the space that we let separate our hearts.
Congratulations again, my friend.
Hey, Robin Batteau. Congratulations on graduating from Harvard University after 50 years, is it? You know, I'm going to my class reunion in a couple of weeks, and I can't even imagine going back to real classes after all this time. My utmost respect to you for finishing the job and getting your degree after all this time, and I'm pretty sure and hope you learned something along the way. Thanks so much for asking me to be part of this occasion. Thanks to you and Christine, and hi, everybody. Very glad to be here. You know, this is being held on Bob Dylan's birthday, and it made me think, you know, maybe I should play the ultimate cover song for you. You know, something like this. Guinevere, in my castle in Normandy, make a new home with me. Come follow me down. But you know, then I thought, I mean, really, why murder a beautiful song like that? Big sigh of relief out there, I'm sure. But you know, Robin, I appreciate the opportunity to share my downstairs bathroom at 4 a.m. with everybody here. I know you know this room well. And I want to say hi from my family, my wife Nicole, and my kids, who all join me in saying how much we are glad you took a little time out of your trip down south this past winter to spend with us. In fact, I was a little bit embarrassed when you said to me, "So, play me one of your new songs," to admit that I hadn't written anything lately. But it got me thinking, and you got me talking, and so I decided to write a song in your honor. It's not about you, but, you know, just consider it in your honor anyway. Hope you like it. And here it is. I knew a girl from across the sea. She didn't plan to stay here, but she came back to stay with me. And now my friends like her better than they do me. And I don't mind, I do too. Just shows the quality of my friends who do. I'm a lucky man, you see. But enough about me. I knew a man, traveled the land, singing songs anywhere he could lend a helping hand. Wherever it was time to take a stand for the down or hurting who had dealt an unfair hand. I've sung his songs, I love the man. He knew me well enough to understand to be just like him was not my destiny. But enough about me. country, great and strong. Had a powerful sense of what was right and what was wrong. From whatever race or religion you came, your rights and your freedoms were all the same. And I believe that anything less would surely mean we've made a mess of this beautiful land of the free. Ah, but enough about me. I knew a child who loved to dance, who'd break into a move anytime there was a chance. You could hear the laughter all in the air, from here to the far side across the square. Oh, and growing up can seem so very hard, but don't forget that, child, that joy and love is a part of you for all to see. Ah, but enough about me. Ah, but enough about me. So Robin Batteau, congratulations. Look forward to seeing you soon. And thanks a lot, everybody. Hey, enough about me.
Hi. As many of you know, I am a radio host, but I am not a musician, and I am certainly not a singer. But I love music, and especially the music of Robin Batteau. So I'd like to share with you a poem that I wrote about how one listener heard music. It's called Water Music. It was the strangest thing. Happened first in the French Quarter. He turned on the tap in the old hotel, and music came out with the water. It was distant, not really a song, jazzy, fervent, familiar, maybe early Louis Armstrong. The high notes mixing with the flow and the low notes banging around in the pipes in the walls. Nah, must be his imagination. Still, he brushed his teeth, humming along, washed his face, and turned off the faucet. He liked the smooth feel of the porcelain knobs, marked cold and hot. Yeah, imagination, he thought. When the toilet flushed, no music. He checked out, headed out of town, and shook it off. That is, till that time at the Santa Monica Beach Resort. Swear to God, he'd say later, scratching his hair, there must have been air in the pipes or something. 'Cause when the water sputtered out, it was brushes on snares, then a rippling, burbling Paul Desmond riff, as the cool stream tapped a West Coast rhythm. It couldn't be, but it was. Second honeymoon to Rio. In the shower, all splash, Stan Getz and Joe Beam, hitting the tiles in the shower stall door. It wasn't always, but often enough that whenever he turned on the tap, anticipation would haunt him. He'd wait and he'd listen as if in his ear a tuneful mirage would appear, but disappear if he thought he had caught a rim shot or a syncopated bar. There would never be a way of knowing if what he knew was true or faux. But did it matter to him? No, it was hidden, his secret, his mystery. Till one night, sipping Sazerac, he spilled to me about songs in the water that came just to him, about Armstrong and Brubeck and Getz and Joe Beam. And you know what's next. Don't deny it, you do. Because now since I've said it, you're hearing it too.
Robin Batteau. I'll say
Here
my
she is,
name.
Janie Barnett.
Thank you, Rob. Robin, you and I met at Passim,
Mm-hmm.
1977.
Mm-hmm.
My
My prime, yeah.
my roommate Seal was a waitress there. She said, "You have to come
Seal.
over and meet this guy." And I think I'm pretty sure I was in the process of dropping out from the college that you've just graduated from. So it was a momentous time, and of course, I treasure every second of my friendship with you.
Me too.
You are really the dearest of people, and you're, as we all know, the smartest and the most humblest person in the room.
True.
True that. And for me, you are a confidant for whatever. I didn't count the years. It's 40 years. And I've always said that you're one of 4 men in my life that I can truly trust. So
thank you.
I'm grateful for that. And so I'm going to play, yes. You don't need any wisdom from the likes of me, but what I think is that I chose a song that maybe is our shared wisdom that I put into a song. We all have those wisdom songs that we wish we could follow, and this is one of them that I feel like is part of your teaching to me, and because you're the guy who always keeps saying yes to life. That's you. So, as we like to say, love you more. Let me wake up fine. Let me take my time. Let me bear my burdens wisely. Let me hold your chest. Let me never waste any day that you're beside me. Let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Said, let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Driven by love and not by fear. Let me be at least that clear. Let me do, let go, what I can't control. Let me find myself some refuge. Let me still believe that even long shots would please remind me I deserve to. Said, let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Said, let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Driven by love and not by fear. Let us be at least that clear. And if I grip too tight to anger and to bitter, the harm you didn't mean, the hope that never quite delivered. Let me do forgive, even if it's hard as hell. Let me say tonight, for I fall to dream, any little prayer that helps me, then I'll sleep on it, maybe cry a little bit. That's what I need to get me through. Let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Said let me keep my head on straight, my heart stay open. Driven by love and not by fear. Let us be at least that clear.
Wow, Janie, thank you.
Wow.
So wonderful. We've learned so much from each other, and
Indeed.
I'm looking forward to learning more.
I'm with you all the way.
It's clear and it's right here. Thank you so much.
Love you to the moon. And back.
Love you more. Janie and I go way back, and way good, and we're continuing to go way good. One of the most amazing recordists around is Mark Dann, who's I was DJing on WPKN in Bridgeport, Connecticut for a few years, taking a break during COVID, and whenever a record came on that had just the right sound, I was surprised if it wasn't Mark Dann that was involved in it, either recording it or mastering it. He's really something, and his wife Lisa is also really something. And after doing some sessions with Mark, Lisa invited me to come to a Passover dinner, which couldn't have been sweeter, with a bunch of wonderful character friends. And I'm so looking forward to hearing her sing a song tonight. And like everybody, I could write I could write a book about all these wonderful people that are doing all these wonderful things. And thank you so much, Lisa. Let's hear you.
Oh, I just wanted to say hi and congratulations. It's
Hi.
like such an honor to be here in this Zoom room with all of these people I've known. A lot of them I've known, but just to say congratulations. And I think getting to know you recently has been such a treat, and probably the main reason why I decided to sing at all and contribute this thing was because if you could do this and graduate from Harvard at this late, then maybe I could even sing a song and send it to Christine. So that means something. So anyway, thank you. Looking forward
You're
to
welcome.
a lot more Passover dinners and
Absolutely, yeah, and more. So, what have you got to sing for us tonight?
I think
When I open the paper and check out the news on TV, pictures of buildings exploding is all that I see. Yet there in the midst of the horror, the blood and the bone, are the Davids against the Goliaths defending their home. I am Ukrainian now, I will stand, I will not bow. Half a world away, but somehow I am Ukrainian now. I am the Muscovite protesting out on the street. I am the rabbi learning to pray with my feet. I am the soldier that used to dance in the ballet. I am the father sending my family away.
somehow I am Ukrainian now. The world that once was so big and now seems so small. An attack on the freedom of one is aimed at us all. Sometimes the picture before you is too hard to see, but I can't look away like the coward that I used to be. While others are mounting resistance, risking it all. How can I stand by impassive when I hear their call? We are Ukrainian now, we will stand, we will not bow. Half a world away, but somehow we all are Ukrainian now. We are Ukrainian now, we will stand, we will not bow. Half a world away, but somehow we all are Ukrainian now.
Wow. Lisa, that's fantastic. Wow. Gosh.
Hey, Robin.
Cliffy, how are you going to follow that? That was just, I'm
not
I was
going to.
trying
I'm
not
sit
for the
here and
first
just talk
time.
to you and blow off the song, you know? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good.
I'm still playing the sort of thumb over open tuning guitar trick that you picked up from Richie Havens and that passed on to Sean Colvin, and she passed on to me. I'm sure Richie got it from God, but it's a heck of a
Richie
trick.
was of God, for sure.
Yeah.
I got a song here that I wrote right after we did. You joined us on a Winter's Night show. That was great out on Long Island. And then we went to the Midwest, and every day for like a week straight, I left an object of mine in the hotel room. So
like a silver bullet.
Yeah, I wrote a song about forgetfulness, which I think we all can relate to at this age, you know. But I haven't forgotten all you've done for me, Robin. And people don't even know that you were very instrumental, pun intended, to getting me where I got. And I drove a cab for 7 years in New York. And
you said you loved it. You said it was really fun. That the stories
the
you
knives,
heard,
the guns, it was
unbelievable.
all fun, you know.
I mean, it was dangerous, but the stories, wow.
Yeah, I could write a book. But anyway,
Good.
You hired me for my first jingle, and I didn't have to drive a cab anymore.
Yeah. Health insurance. What a
You also
revelation.
Nancy Griffith, who helped me a lot also. So thank you for all you've done. You're a generous, generous man, and I love you.
Bless Nancy, too.
I left my passport back in customs. I left my hat upon the rack. I left my phone in my hotel room, and it's never coming back. Now all my things belong to others. There's no such phrase as lost and find. I'm getting sentimental for all the things I left behind. She was as beautiful as morning. She was sharper than a knife. She vowed she would be faithful, that we were never man and wife. She always stood beside me. She never was unkind. Someone else is making love to all the things I left behind. total up the coast. But lately it occurs to me, maybe I'm the thing that's lost. I left my past in my subconscious. What we forget we would regret. I left my heart in San Francisco, just like all the rest. You left. There was a sign. Now I made my apologies to all the things I left behind. We all want a second love for all the things we left behind.
Fantastic.
Yeah, here comes a Louise Mosery.
Louise Mosery Coombs.
Like that, if you can hear me. I did. Hey, Robin.
Hey, Louise.
Your name is so loved in this house. You've been such a great supporter of Cliff's, and we were driving, coming back from New York to Massachusetts a few years ago, and we had the radio on, and Cliff's song "Your Face" came on. It was your radio show.
Cool.
And I know. And he was like, "Who is that? I recognize that voice." I'm like, "It's you." Like,
that's wonderful.
Thank you so much for being such a good supporter of him. I'm going to play you this song, and congratulations on your degree. I'm sure it'll come in handy if the music thing doesn't work out. So
right. Thank you, Louise.
One day every autumn, certain breeze blows by, a cold kiss of winter in a clear blue sky, a whisper, a warning, a shot across the bow, the turning of the world going around. October in New England, leaves falling right on time, every view like a painting, every breeze a baby's sigh. You will never be mine. Summer's giving up her lovers, one petal at a time, and maybe love is overrated, says my second glass of wine. You will never be mine. Oh, I saw an ad in the paper that gave me the blues, a wedding dress for sale, never used. Sunday crossword sits unfinished, with winter close behind. Oh honey, we were never overrated, says my third glass of wine. You will never be mine. You will never be mine. You'll never be mine. Oh, you'll never be mine.
Wow.
Congratulations, Robin.
Wow. Thank you, Louise. It was beautiful. Everybody will be yours. Don't worry, Louise.
That's very sweet.
Hey, Robin, I just wanted to say before we run this.
Yeah, Neil.
I remember when we finished the song that we're about to do, a song you and I wrote together, I said to you, so do you think it's done? And you said, Neil, if I knew what I was doing, don't you think I'd be really famous by now? So they're going to run a video because
Okay, cool.
Our son got married this past weekend. Family's been here. I knew I was not going to be in shape to play it live.
Right.
So here we go.
It was a wedding weekend. Yeah, Brandon.
Robin, congratulations. Graduating Harvard at the age of 75. What can I say? It's quite an achievement. And I know it wasn't easy, but you did the work. I want to also thank you for all the music that we have made together in this studio. It's been such a pleasure. When we recorded Love Remembered, Love Forgot, and you and David and Marshall said you wanted to record 1 Month Crazy, or a song I wrote with Annie Wenz, you have no idea what that meant to me. It was a big deal. And then you invited Tom Rush to come and sing on it. And that's how I met Tom, and we became friends. I introduced him to Matt, and they've been together all these years. So all these great things have filtered out. More recently, we wrote a song together that began as The Understudy. We changed the title to Waiting in the Wings. I wanted to play that song, and then I realized I wanted to play that song with you. So I went back to the original recording we did, the one you sang on, and I couldn't sing it in that key. But I realized that if I raised it up a whole step, I could actually sing it. So that's what I did. So I'm going to play that song, and you're going to play violin on it. And also, Eric Schwartz is going to play bass, and Phil Antoniotis is going to play drums. So here it is, Waiting in the Wings. Climbed the stairs to the studio apartment over the laundromat. Puts away the few things she brought from the grocer, made a cup of tea and sat. Just 2 more weeks of a steady paycheck. She wanted to save a bit. Then it back to the merry-go-round of auditions and soul-crushing waitressing shit. Waiting in the wings, waiting for a break. Waiting in the wings, waiting for a break. Waiting in the wings for a chance to shine. All she ever does is wait. She walked through the backstage door. Guard said, "You're ready to go." Diva called in, she'd lost her voice. 2 years she's never missed a show. Standing still for a moment to let the butterflies go by. She walked to the dressing room with the star through a gauntlet of half smiles. Waiting in the wings, waiting for a break. Waiting in the wings, waiting for a break. Waiting in the wings for a table to clear. All she ever does is wait. Waiting in the wings for wings that never fly. Waiting for a chance to kill or die. She's seen this scene in 1,000 dreams. Now all she's gotta do is touch the sky.
climbed the stairs to her studio apartment over the laundromat, with a face full of kisses and her arms full of flowers. Made a cup of tea and sat.
Neil.
Right on.
Love you, Robin. Love you, Robin.
Wait, we can't hear you, Robin.
Love you more. Love you more, Neil. That's awesome.
Lori,
Cool.
Lori sends her love too.
Give her kisses and hugs over the top for me. How was your wedding weekend?
It was wonderful. We
Good.
had hot weather, very hot.
Sure, that
But
90
it
degrees
wasn't
Saturday.
it wasn't unbearable, and it was wonderful. It was
Good.
wonderful. The family actually just sort of filtered out while we were doing this tonight.
Cool.
I said I have to attend a birthday party, an important birthday party. So anyway,
And we have a wonderful new daughter.
Thank you so much, Neil.
yeah, Lori wants to stick her head in there and say,
Oh, look at this. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori.
Mwah.
Happy birthday, darling.
Love you so much.
keep the show on schedule. Love you.
Okay.
Hey, Robin.
Bananas Forster. Here we are, finally.
Yeah, you're the only person who calls me Bananas, but I love it.
And it drives you bananas, but I think it's a good nickname.
So, Robin, we missed you at graduation.
Yeah.
But I understand you were otherwise engaged.
I was.
I heard a rumor that your last class, your psychology class in like the fall of December of '68, you had a term paper due and you put in for an extension, and that you just handed it in this last spring. Got a 53-year extension. I just want to lodge a complaint on behalf of the rest of us who got our papers in on time. We've had some jolly adventures.
Absolutely.
And I thought it'd be fun to take this opportunity. Graduation's a time for sort of unsolicited pomposity, and, advice that you really have no, stand-in to give. Janie was saying that, you always say yes to life. So the advice that I have is, it's in the form of a song where I'm saying, I'm making the counter case, the counter argument for always saying yes to life. So here it is, and congratulations on
thanks, John.
Graduation. I'm envious, actually. Going back to Harvard at your age, I would do that in a lead pipe second. It's so great.
Do it. College is wasting on the arm.
The bold optimist is in it for the action, but the bold optimist might well wind up in traction. By contrast, the violet is constantly shrinking. It knows the power of negative thinking. The crop you never planted cannot be killed by frost. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. You cannot burn behind you a bridge you haven't crossed. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. You cannot be betrayed by friends you've never made. A float cannot be runner-up, it's not in the parade. And cookies never tasted are cookies never tossed. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. Those voices in your head, the ones you always fight, that tell you you're a loser who'll never get it right, that tell you you aren't and you can't and you won't. Maybe those voices know something you don't. So let this be your motto, upon your soul embossed. Nothing ventured, nothing lost. Be grateful for the small things, like teeth you haven't lost. Nothing dentured, nothing flossed. The failure to attempt from failure is exempt. No heart was ever broken by a dream it never dreamt. So never mind the upside, just focus on the cost. Nothing ventured, nothing. I was going to go for the high note, but on second thought, why risk it?
Johnny!
Nothing ventured, nothing flossed. Brilliant. That's a professional opinion.
That's awesome, John. Wow, it's a tough one to follow, but why try?
Well, congrats, Robin. It's great what you did.
Thank you so much.
I want to hear the whole song cycle.
You'll hear it soon. Yeah,
Okay.
we've got sketches, and we have 9 songs. Only one more needs to do a demo, and then we'll see whether we want to dress them up more or send them out on the water the way they are. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
Hey, Greg.
Hey, Robin. How are you, man?
Great to see you.
Oh, great to see you. I want to thank you for your generosity, both you and David. I don't know if you remember this day. You guys invited me to come down to Bridgeport to sing on your radio show. This was the best. I brought my piano, I brought my guitar, and Dave ended up playing my piano, you played violin, and I played, and we just played all my songs that you'd never heard before, but we just played them live. It was just fantastic. But from that spirit,
Talking to his friends.
yeah, from that spirit, you guys were getting ready to do a pleasant evening for Dick Pleasance at Harvard, at what's the name of the hall there? At Sanders Theater, one of the greatest places ever. And he said I could play, and I said, do you mind if I bring along a couple of friends of mine? And I brought Joe Jenks and Pat Wichter, and that was the first time most of the world saw Brother Sun. So you guys were responsible for us really having a chance to be played in front of so many people, 900 people. What an incredible night that was.
Wow.
So thank you for that opportunity, and also just unforgettable night. That was an amazing, amazing, amazing night. So I want to play you a song. You probably don't remember this at all. Neil does this all the time. When you guys would show up, Neil would say, "Hey, you want to play on something?" So he played you this song of mine, and you played violin, Dave played guitar, Marshall played some percussion. I just would have never thought to put violin on this song. It was awesome. It's called "Can't Get Out of My Own Way," and I thought this kind of, if you haven't been to school in 50 years, I think the song kind of applies. But anyway, it inspired me to use that setup of instruments when I recorded this on my own record. I've been in first place, I've been in last place, I've been the worst case, I've been the whole parade, I've been my own best friend, but there have been days when I couldn't get out of my own way. You gotta get out of your own way. When you were a dark room, now I was just a dim light, stumbling in the night to find a way. When I finally understood, I saved the only one I could. couldn't get out of my own way. You gotta get out of your own way. Trouble didn't need any help from me. I laugh like my father did, I love like my mother did. What you did or you didn't get, that's just a tale you chase. It's like my grandmother said, don't blame it on us, kid. You just gotta get out of your own way. You gotta get out. You gotta get out. You gotta get out.
Fantastic. Needs violin. Cool, man.
It's so great to hear you, Greg. You're just, and to know that Buskin and Batteau had such an influence on brother son. That's really.
Yeah. You know, and I had to kind of push it a little because they didn't know those two guys. So it was kind of like, can I bring my two friends? And then I was like,
I put in a good word for you.
Yeah, you did.
You know, I wanted to mention again for Robin that if you would love to donate to this concert, all the musicians are playing for free, but we have a tuition fund for Robin. You could put money into it and you could say, I helped Robin Batteau get through college. Harvard. And half of the money though is going to go to what's the name of that foundation again, Robin?
Serious Animal Rescue outside of Kyiv, Ukraine. They're doing everything they can to help save the animals that have to be left behind so often when people abandon their homes and run away from the war. Fortunately, the Ukrainians are putting up such a fight that it looks like they're going to win the war. But it's taken a tremendous sacrifice, and the animals, of course, are the ones at the bottom of the list of priorities. So it's up to us as singer-songwriters. We recognize who's at the bottom of priorities and how important they are to everything. And there's animals bring out the love in everybody, and there's when you have a dog or a cat that means something to you, it brings out the best in you over and over. And when everybody knows that when they rescue a pet from a shelter, you rescue them and they rescue you right back. So I guess in a way this is selfish because they're going to rescue us. Thank you, Ukraine.
Well, Robin, you've got a lot of friends who've been performing, and the next performer is one of the new people that you just met this past year. His name is Kyle Hancharick.
Oh, I love Kyle.
Yeah, I know that you did. That's why I called him up and said, you got to come and play for Robin's graduation party. So here he is, Kyle Hancharick.
All right.
Hey,
hello,
Kyle.
Robin.
Great to have you here.
My pleasure to be here. Absolutely. Okay. So I am a 31-year-old community college graduate. What on earth can I say to somebody who just graduated from Harvard?
Right. What took you so long?
I know. But you know what, Robin? I greatly admire you. You've shown today that you are still very deeply connected to your muse, and your happiness as a living person. And I wanted to sing this song in particular in kind of relation to that, because that's hard to do today. It's hard for me to do sometimes. You know, I always joke that I'm a 31-year-old old man, because it's so easy for me to get caught up in negativity and negative news and everything like that. So I had written this song kind of for myself to keep that, positive thoughts kind of running through. And I greatly admire that you were able to do that as well. This song is called Love Shine Through. To stand so tall and young and free. Now you're merely a drunken shell of what you used to be. You lay waste to another man, scream the gun was in God's hands, and you don't see the light in every soul you see. It never was this way before. We always taught you to let love shine through. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. A spark of light is all you to let love shine through. Your hatred sends a dagger through their skin. Indifference spills blood from this wound. So give love to all you see, even your enemies, and take a moment to see their eyes shine with their grin. It's a light you can't ignore. All you can do now is let love shine through. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. A spark of light is all you needed to let love shine through. We need love to be made whole, 'cause love denied makes a life scorned soul. It doesn't matter who you are or what they've done to fall this far. Let love shine through. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. The spark of light is all you needed to let love shine through. Love shine through. Pray for me, I'll pray for you. The spark of light is all you needed to let love shine through. Let love shine through.
Thank
you very much.
Zoom call.
Thank you so much.
So Dad, this is all of Robin's friends on a Zoom call. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And so this is
my brother,
Robin's
David.
little brother. He's my father.
This is Yolande.
Hi, I'm the niece. And we just all are so happy that you guys are celebrating his incredible accomplishment today. We've been hearing it from the kitchen, and we're just so proud and so excited. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I have a follower on Instagram now. That's great.
So we love you, Robin, and we're really impressed and proud of you and so amazed by all of what you've learned and how you're sharing it with us. He's going to keep the paper. We're going to like mimeograph it and send it on Facebook to everybody. Tomorrow.
What, the actual
The
degree?
diploma.
The diploma's on Thursday. We'll get the diploma Thursday. And I'll mimeograph it for everybody.
Fax, mimeograph, I don't know, whatever. Hi, you guys. Thank you for making so much beauty for my beloved uncle. All of his family's super proud of him, and thank you for celebrating his incredible brilliance and spirit.
It's no wonder I love her so much.
Yeah.
And him.
It's pretty cool.
And you know, Brandon, can you put Kyle here next to, just so Robin can thank Kyle.
Kyle, I love that song. Oh my God, I was singing along. You know, that's a terrific song, a terrific message, and a terrific delivery. You know, you've got the package, and I want to see you playing all over the place.
Thanks a lot, man.
Please do more, because we need to hear it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And it's coming from a community college graduate himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Correction, community college dropout.
What a shanda. Well, now
Communist college dropout. Wow, okay.
you've got inspiration. Well, Robin, we have another surprise for you.
Wonderful.
This is a guy who he lives in North Carolina, and he was part of the Greenwich Village Folk Festival months ago. And the fact is that you went back to college during the pandemic, and this guy has written a song that's going on his new album, which is just about to come out. And it's about the pandemic, and it's also a spring awakening kind of song. And you don't know him, you don't know this guy, this is your introduction, but I know you're gonna really love what he does. So here's David LaMotte.
Thanks, Chris. Cool. Hey, David.
Hey, Robin. Such a privilege to be at your party. I hope you don't mind my sneaking in the back door. I'm
delighted to have you with us.
Grateful to get to hang out with the cool kids here. It's a lot of fun. So, and wow. Yeah, what an inspiration. It's been said many times tonight, but I'll add my voice. So grateful for your art and your music and your inspiration. It's been amazing watching my creative friends try to kind of come up with creative responses to this really difficult time. The time's been hard for everybody, and it's been brutal for some. And yet people have found ways to create beauty out of this stuff. I think maybe compost is the great miracle of the universe. You're giving me a really beautiful example of how to make something beautiful out of something difficult. So here's a song kind of along those lines, I guess. When we moved here in the winter, everything was dry and brown. Never saw the place in summer, no idea what's in the ground. Barren dogwood in the front yard, I wasn't sure if it was gone. Then about the 1st of April, I saw what was going on. Coming alive again. Coming alive again. Coming alive. If I really love somebody, I used to say that we were close. It's kind of strange to show compassion through this distance that we chose, but we hid out in our houses till the medicine arrived. Now the buds have turned to blossom, we're stepping to the other side. Coming alive again, coming alive, coming alive again, coming alive. It's been a long and lonely winter, it's been a long and lonely year. It's gonna take a while to understand, but some things are coming clear. Distant days of childhood, there was a story that I heard about how dying's part of living, but it's not the final word. So the leaves that fell in autumn turn to flowers in the spring, and the sorrow of our losses turns to songs that we can sing. Coming alive again, coming alive, coming alive again, coming alive, coming alive again, coming alive.
Beautiful song, David.
Blessings, Robin. Really a privilege to be with you, and congratulations.
Oh, that was terrific. Thank you so much. I'm a traveler these days. I live here and there. As everyone can tell you, Robin MacDonald hosted me for a week, and I was like, playing ancient Greece, playing Odysseus in Florida. Going from island to island, and it was wonderful. And
you always have a room to stay in here in Western North Carolina, Robin.
Thank you so much, because I'm in North Carolina a bunch too. So I will. We'll drop in. We'll do some playing, and we'll help everything come alive a little bit more. Thank you so much for that song.
Thank you.
So, Robin, when you were on the Greenwich Village Folk Festival, one of the things that a whole bunch of performers did was watch you perform, and they played along with you, and we made a video out of it. Oh, I forgot to tell Brandon, we should play that at the very end, like when the whole show is over.
Okay.
But you invited all of the people who sang with you.
I did,
that,
yeah.
And this is one of them. And he's a wonderful singer-songwriter from Cape Cod. He used to be a pilot, and he was a helicopter guy and a plane guy. And I think his wife doesn't let him fly planes now because he's gotten a little older. But he's a great singer-songwriter named Hero Doherty. I think you're going to really like him.
I love you. Yeah, let's hear him.
Hey, Robin, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing real fine. Amy Blake introduced us at the Connecticut Folk Festival a couple of years ago.
Sure. I played you on my radio show many a time.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's really nice. I appreciate it. Hey, my class from St. Joe's at Philadelphia just had a reunion, and Armin Pandola, one of my classmates, reminded us of something that T.S. Eliot wrote, and I swear he was thinking of you when he wrote this.
Well, we were roommates, actually. We go back.
Oh, I see. I thought you were roommates with Eric Siegel.
Right.
Anyway, what T.S. Eliot wrote was, "We shall not cease from exploration." And the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. And for me, that, and actually with you talking about your explorations going back to college into Greek literature and mythology, etc., I thought that was really kind of neat. Anyway, that aside, I'm going to do a song that that recognizes the influence that family has on our love for music.
You guys are my family.
I would like to bring back those days when all there was school and play, when a Rambler was a kind of car, and divorce was just for movie stars. In the basement of our home, Dad had a corner of his own. At night he'd go there privately, but sometimes he'd share that room with me. A faded couch and an old Victrola, reel-to-reel and a Motorola, records and tapes full of tunes, all in my dad's music room. Hidden by the furnace noise, I'd sneak in with an armload of toys. Dad would dim the lights and soon we were bathed in the sounds of that room. Some nights I'd sit next to him, relax and let the music begin. He'd call out the instruments by name and then quiz me during the refrains. I heard murmuring brooks and roaring seas, evil crooks and noble deeds, and flying feelings of fright made me wish he'd turn up the lights. Mom was a singer in the local choir. She played piano and a little guitar. She taught us all how to be good musicians, but Dad always said it's just as much fun to listen. So when big kids wouldn't let me play, when my closest friend moved away, whenever life was unkind, that room was a shelter of mine. I'd sing along with Mitch, or I'd lead a band. I would be Henry Higgins or the King of Siam, and I'd learn those melodies and beats and hum them for hours in the streets. Mom was a singer in the local choir. She played piano and a little guitar. She taught us all how to be good musicians, but Dad always said it's just as much fun to listen. So now when my working day is done, I don't go to the gymnasium. No, I sneak down that cellar stair, and sometimes the kids are already there. And that helps to bring back those days when all there was school and play, when a Rambler was a kind of car, and divorce was just for movie stars.
Well, listening is what it's all about. It's delightful to listen to you, Hugh. That's a wonderful song. It's funny that we play, we create music and put it out there, but I think that maybe what we do best as a tribe is we listen. We listen to people, and we make the world, and we echo the things that should be echoed. Thank you.
Thank you, Robin, and congratulations on being certified smart. Good job.
Thank you.
Hi, Robin. This is Pierce Pettis. Pardon me for looking down so much. I'm trying to keep the glare out of my glasses. But at any rate, I just want to wish you a very big congratulations on finally graduating from Harvard. And I apologize. I meant to send you a song, and I just did not have time. I was a little preoccupied with another graduation. My youngest son, Owen, graduated from high school and was valedictorian. Kind of a big deal. So that kind of took up all my mental and physical time. But at any rate, I did want to say congratulations. I think it's incredibly cool that you went back and finished your degree. Now you can get a real job. Imagine that. At any rate, God bless, man. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Pierce. I love your whole family.
Hi, Robin.
How are you?
Well.
Good.
So
Oh,
nice
it's a
to
lovely
see
dress.
you and hear
Thanks.
you. Let's see. I guess my head's cut off. Thank you, Christine and Brandon, for this incredible night. As Robin knows, as many of you know, I'm much more fan than friend to Robin. I think that Buskin and Batteau may have been the very first people I met at my very first NERFA ever. Wide-eyed stars. But I hugely admire all your accomplishments, including your incredible songwriting. I literally was so amazed at that Sappho song. I went digging for my Sappho book to
Cool.
just get re-inspired. I think I'm going to try to follow suit. That was
Oh.
so terrific.
Cool. Everybody do the same thing. I
Yeah.
think it's wonderful fun to do, and it's moving. Seeing what can be made of what's been left behind. These
Right.
bits and pieces.
Yes, absolutely. So I mean, I could talk to you about that. She's got like these little she's got one, pain penetrates me drop by drop. Wow.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Amazing. Anyway, we're here to celebrate one specific accomplishment, which is your graduation from Harvard half a century later, which I think we've all had moments where we felt that something was too late for us. I definitely have, where I felt like I should have gotten on a boat and the boat left and now it's too late. And you really inspire the rest of us. I hope I can say this without getting all teary. You really inspire the rest of us not to be discouraged, despite setbacks, despite personal life events that you can't possibly control, despite and in the middle of and because of a difficult world. Nope, can't do it. Getting teary. Anyway, I, for one, need that inspiration. So I wanted to share with you a song I wrote to try to keep myself going in similar times. It's a little a cappella number, so it's just me.
Okay.
This is called One Small Drop.
Wonderful.
I am one small drop, and oh, how vast the waters look from here. As far as I can see, nothing is in motion. But I have heard that even one small drop can cause a ripple, send its tiny wake out into the ocean. So I'll be one small drop, and how I'll hope its tiny ripple joins a million more from drops like mine to cause enough commotion to move the massive ocean.
Oh, that's so cool. Woo!
Thank you. Thank you for your inspiration. I'm going to go forth and finish things.
To cause enough commotion to move the ocean. That's wonderful. Well done, Elaine.
Have a wonderful weekend. We are all celebrating with you and for you and because of you.
Thanks. I'll have you all with me in spirit,
Yes.
walking up to get my diploma.
Hey, Robin, it has been a while. I think the last time I saw you and David and Marshall was at the Avalon Fest, believe it or
Wow.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a while ago. That
goes
was
back
fun.
But I want to say this. First of all, congratulations, of course. And it's so great to see so many friends from many years and new friends as well. I remember the open mics in Greenwich Village in the 80s. I had moved there in 1980 and I stumbled into Folk City on a Monday night early on in that decade I spent there. And I would often tell people in the ensuing years that those open mics was my training ground. You know, it's where I learned how to perform songs I wasn't even good enough to write yet. And I would also tell people the place was packed with hundreds of people, you know, on an open mic. And it was the worst audience you could possibly have because everybody was smoking or tuning or talking or getting their 8 minutes together. You know, it was just like that, you know. And I do remember on many occasions when you and David took the stage, with or without Marshall, the room got quiet.
Wow.
And I paid attention. And I said, wow. And I never got tired of hearing you and David back then. And it was always fun running into you, even though we don't know each other well. When you see people on the path that you share, there's an instant bond and camaraderie, knowing the kind of work that we do, the places we go, the places we stay, the dressing rooms and basements, you know, if there is a dressing room at all. So it's a pleasure to take part in this tonight, as it was in that video of your beautiful song, Guinevere.
Thank you. Thank you for your performance and your participation.
Yeah, I put a little song together, and you know, I'm thinking about knowledge, and I've got this wonderful book called the Complete Live and Learn and Pass It On. It was compiled by a guy named H. Jackson Brown, not the songwriter, H. Jackson Brown, whatever H stands for. And he asked people between the ages of 5 and 95 if they could sum up their life's wisdom in one sentence, what would they say? You know, and like a 5-year-old said, I have learned that you can't hide a piece of broccoli in a glass of milk. And a 95-year-old said, I have learned that I still have a lot to learn. And just a couple that I just opened to a random page. I've learned that having a young friend when you are old is a special joy. And another one, I've learned that if you die broke, the timing was right. So, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank Christine and Brandon. By the way, congratulations, Brandon, on your wedding yesterday, our technical expert. And Stephen Sondheim, the great, brilliant Broadway songwriter and lyricist, said, if you didn't rhyme things perfectly, you haven't worked hard enough on your song. I haven't always agreed with this. I feel like if, you know, I want to say exactly what I say without a rhyme getting in the way. And anyone can tell by the respective trajectories of Sondheim's and my career that he doesn't get to be here with you all tonight, and I do. You know, very happy about that. But I did apply the Sondheim rule somewhere in this new song. I'm playing it for the first time tonight. I'm actually kind of excited to hear it myself. And I did apply Sondheim's rule. And I can only think back to all those cheap Indian restaurants on East 6th Street where we used to go after the Monday night thing. So, again, congratulations. And here goes something. I'm kind of curious myself. It was 1968 when Robin took a break from Harvard. 2 semesters short of a degree. Biology would have to wait. His priorities were more than straight. He
he took that break to help his family. He thought he'd get a record deal and make some money. But that was tricky business back then. So he came back to class, and he was just about to pass when his family needed Robin once again. And that was it for Harvard, at least until today. 50 years can go by in a beat. Monday nights and open mics underneath Folk City lights. Congratulations, Robin, on this feat. I'm glad I got to hear you back in the 80s. You and David caught my ear and caught my heart. Those Monday nights and open mics underneath those Folk City lights. And Robin, how you added to that art. That was instead of Harvard, at least until today. 50 years can go by in a beat. The boy who had a violin is now a baccalaureate. Congratulations, Robin, on your feet. Now I raise a glass to your completed action, and I recall the time we played at Avalon. That festival where everyone was naked. I'm not sure, but did you play Let's Get It On? So here you are at Harvard, you made it through this year. The heartbeat of America is free. I don't know what the hurry, slow down and smell the curry. Get that application in for a master's degree. A graduate of Harvard, that's where you are today. 50 years can go by in a beat. The boy who had a violin is now a baccalaureate. Congratulations, Robin, on this feat. Everybody sing. Congratulations, Robin, on this feat.
Thank you, David. That's wonderful.
My pleasure. Congratulations.
It reminds us that tonight is like an open mic. Pretty much everybody's getting to do one song. And we all got so much out of those open mics. Ron MacDonald got a book about it, the open mic. And it was just so great to see all these people doing what they do best as well as they could do it on the stage at Folk City. So many wonderful experiences and exposures. There's so much courage involved in getting up to sing at an open mic. And I think courage is one of the things that we managed to bring to audiences when we travel around and playing these semi-folk songs or whatever you call them. Because courage is sort of what's missing most from the world today. And thank you. You've given me courage, and I hope everybody else has shared it too.
A 12-year-old girl wrote me a fan letter, Robin, and she said my songs gave her encouragement. And I extracted the root from this to have cooj. And
Cool.
when I wrote this down on the paper, I realized what cooj was. It's courage without the rage. And so that's what I've been striving for, especially these last couple of years and in recent past, is to have the courage without the rage and apply the rage when appropriate. But
Sure, yeah.
again, and it's great to be part of this, and I thank you all.
And we'll all slow down and smell the curry. You know, around.
Oh, you spotted it, you clever one. You.
Well done, David.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, that David Roth, he really steps up when he writes a new song for somebody. That's really amazing. And our next performer is also one who sang on Guinevere when we did the whole group thing from all over the country. And she was also on the original cassette version of On a Winter's Night. But I think the song is now on When October Goes. And her name's Gail Finney Rundlin.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Gail. How are you?
I'm great. What a fun night. Congratulations.
Oh, this is it. This is wonderful.
Well, I just have to quickly reminisce a little bit. So I used to go to Passim in the 70s to see Buskin and Batteau. And if I'm remembering, so we'd go for the first show and we could stay for the second show for free is what I remember. Anyway, we stayed for the second show and I would sit in the front row and swoon. And you used to wear this tuxedo t-shirt.
Okay, yeah.
And go through the tables and serenade us all like you were in some French cafe. It was just a blast.
I couldn't help myself.
Oh my God, it was great. And then in the 80s, I was in the studio with Dick Pleasance on a Folk Heritage. I used to be his studio assistant for a couple of years. And you and David came in for an interview. And of course, as the assistant, I was not allowed to let my presence be known.
You were the invisible assistant. Okay.
But you guys could tell I was an easy mark. And I remember you sort of, all you could to get me to laugh. And then at the end, when you were done, you gave me a cassette called Little Songs. Do you remember that?
I do. I love that little thing. It's a bunch of little cool songs. Yeah.
And that's where I heard Single Wing. And
Cool.
Yep. So I put it on my first cassette and then I re-recorded it. And you were kind enough to record with me, sing the harmony and play violin. And
Right.
the only reason I had the courage to ask you to sing and play with me was I had given you a recording, my last recording at one of your shows. And about a year later, out of the blue, you sent me an email with a very nice comment about one of the songs. And that's why I had the courage to ask you to sing and play. So it's
Wow.
so wonderful to be here for all of this. And so, of course, I'm going to sing Single Wing.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Every night I dreamed a dream. I could make the mountains sing. I could make the winter spring, and I wake up believing. And for a moment I can hold the wind and sky and just forget that I am flying on a single wing. Wish I was a wishing well. I could make the windows swell. Every penny in the well is another heart melting. And for a moment I can hold the wind and sky and just forget that I am flying on a single wing. Looking for my first magic, hunting a snow white heart, seeking a way to tell Pony and the unicorn apart. Every night I dreamed a dream. I could make the mountains sing, I could make the winter spring, and I wake up believing. And for a moment I can hold the wind and sky and just forget that I am flying on a single wing, looking for my first magic, hunting a snow white heart, seeking way to tell Pony and the unicorn apart. Wish I was a wishing well, every maiden wins a spell, every penny in the well is another heart melting. And for a moment I can hold the wind and sky and just forget that I am flying on a single wing, a single wing, a single wing.
Yeah, Gail. Beautiful. Oh, you did that beautifully.
Oh, thank you. Well, I just have to say, I don't really have advice for you about your graduation, but I do have to say, I know you'll continue to be the sweet, kind, generous person that you have always been. So, love you. Mwah.
Oh, thank you, Gail. You know what they say about Harvard men? You can always tell a Harvard man, but you can't tell them much. So that's
Yeah, you're not going to be a Harvard guy.
that's great. That you know that song. I wrote that for a friend of mine was involved in pitching The Last Unicorn to be a movie, a wonderful kind of children's story by Peter Beagle, and it was made into a wonderful movie. But I helped them sell the project. My friend Keita Colton was the painter for it, was doing the illustrations, and they got somebody more famous to they used his music for the movie, Jimmy Webb, who's a wonderful guy, you know, and hopefully, you know, when we do this again next Monday night, we'll get Jimmy Webb on it too to sing some songs from that movie.
Thing I want to throw in, I forgot, Yani, your sister, did the artwork, the graphics for my second album. She's an amazing artist. And
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I'll pass it on. Cool.
original artwork for that cover. So anyway, great to see you. Congratulations again.
You too, Gail. Thank you so much. God bless Dick Pleasance. What a wonderful creature.
This is a song written especially for the occasion of Robin's completion of a very long journey. Congratulations, Robin. On a crystal bright morning in springtime, I walked myself down to the shore. The smell of the sea is a refuge for me. There is nothing that pleases me more. So down to the pier I did wander, to the place where the boats take their rest. And there on the stern, not a seagull or tern, but a robin was building his nest. He worked and he sang oh so sweetly, not at all like the birds of the sea. I watched him a while, then asked with a smile, Sir Robin, how can this be? A bird from a tree, a boat from the sea, a bird in a boat curiously. He twittered his answer politely. The ocean is so very wide. I was longing to see what was waiting for me if I flew to the far distant side. The weather was fine when I started, but soon took a terrible turn. I tried to fly back through the clouds wet and black, but I feared I might never return. And then all at once I was tumbling, my wings far too heavy to fly. I fell into this boat and it kept me afloat, saved from the storm in the sky. A boat on the sea caught a bird from a tree, a boat for a bird, fortunately. By sunrise the storm had passed over, but my vessel continued to stray. By luck or by chance I landed in France and stayed for a year and a day. I fished with the gulls at the seashore and sang Alouette in Paris. I learned to speak French from a bird-loving wench who caged me and then set me free. Now I have returned from my travels, but find that I cannot let go. So I live by the sea on baguettes and brie, and I call myself Robin Batteau. A bird from a tree in a boat from by the sea, a bird in a boat happily. Oiseau et bateau accompli.
Merci.
Merci beaucoup, Caroline. That's wonderful. Thank you. Now I'm hungry. I need some baguettes and brie.
Wow.
Baguettes and brie for everyone.
And so, Robin, next are your two friends, Jeff and Fran. Do you want to introduce them?
Jeff and Fran Southworth have been friends of mine for 50 years, for 45 years, I guess it is. And Jeff and I wrote and sang. It seems like most of the jingles for hamburgers and cars and things like that for a generation. And it's so much fun to work with them. And they've been neighbors in Westport, Connecticut. And we would get together. Fran would say, "Hey, come on over and let's have lunch." And we would wind up writing a song and posting it on Facebook, and which was a blast. And they're just dear friends, and always will be. And Jeff is the guy whenever I've got some crackpot theory that I want to, that I've picked out of science fiction somewhere, Jeff is the guy I go to talk about it. And Fran also makes these wonderful records with I would say Jewish mythology mixed into modern sensibilities, and much in keeping with the work that I've been doing this past year with Greek mythology and modern sensibilities. And I love them to pieces, and here they are. And Jeff, they both have wonderful backgrounds. Fran has been an actress and a singer, and she was on soap operas for years, and got us to be a band in one soap opera episode, which was kind of a blast. And Jeff played with Hall & Oates and all kinds of people, and applied that brilliant guitar playing and song making to our jingle work. Which was, one of the great things about our doing jingles was that we got a lot of our broke folk singer friends, got them some money. And Cliff is a great example, and Lucy Kaplansky and Sean Colvin, and it was delightful to get people to get dental insurance for the first time in their life, and it's our friendship has been long, and we'll go on forever. Once they find the Fountain of Youth pill, we'll just keep on going. Hey guys,
Robin, you took the words out of my mouth. You took half of what I was going to say, but it is delightful to be here and congratulate you on this wonderful accomplishment.
Thank you.
It took long enough.
That's right.
But it was worth waiting for. I just want to say, you said a lot of what I was going to say, but it has always been my treat and pleasure and honor to work with you in whatever context, because you are a true polymath in the most benign sense, because you are, like, as they say in Silicon Valley, you're an incubator. You are an encourager of talent wherever you find it, and your vibe is so positive and joyful and playful. I'm reminded, I think it's Picasso who was quoted as saying, "I try to see every day as a child." And you have got this kind of like, let's write a song today. And even when we were doing jingles, you would take a blank sheet of paper, and 10 minutes later, you'd have a lyric that was like, man, there's a couple of gems there. And my hat's off to you, and always has been. But we have been very simpatico over the years. And when Fran and I found out about this wonderful party that we've had here, I thought back, it's since 1975. I met you at Jeff Gilman's studio, Music Designers in Boston, which is, I think, 47 years, something like that.
Yeah, that's a good amount of time.
The only other thing I don't remember what the project was. You were helping Mason Daring produce something.
Sure.
But you were wearing a white fisherman knit sweater. I do remember that. But fast forward decade by decade, we vacationed together, we partied together, we wrote great stuff together, and we had an awful lot of fun, which is just truly rewarding. And you are somebody I would want to climb Mount Everest with.
Cool.
There's a trust and a generosity there that just is, encompassing 360 degrees, and it's wonderful, and we love you. I have one other thing to reveal, though.
Okay.
Your sense of playfulness. I remember that for a while at Crushing, in the old office, you had a very small office, little cubicle. In that cubicle, which was just this plain white little box, you had a plastic white circular, like a deck table, like a beach table or something, with a hole in the center for an umbrella. In the center of it was a brightly colored beach umbrella and one single plastic beach chair, because that's all there was room for. That was the winter you also came to work pretty much every day in turquoise shorts. It worked. What can I say? You're a lot of fun to work with. Love you, man.
Love you more.
I guess I have to keep it brief. So Robin graduated from Harvard. I'm so proud of him, but you know what? That's not what I love about Robin. My connection is a heart-to-heart connection with you, Rob, and it's a soul-to-soul connection. And Robin was there at the hospital when our oldest son was born 32 years ago. We were there when his kid was there, and my younger son. We performed at our kids' school together. I mean, there's so much. There's too much. And I'm really grateful to play music for decades together and just be dear friends. So I don't want to go on more, but I did have more, but it's fine. I love you, Rob. And you're a soulmate for sure. So we chose one of Robin's songs. I'm really a balladeer, I do healing music and stuff, but I really wanted to do one of Robin's songs. And one of the things I love is Robin's positive attitude. And it's an attitude of gratitude. And one of the songs he wrote with David that I adore is Choose Joy. And that's, it was like what Kyle sang about shining a light or whatever, and it's like we can wake up and be grateful and choose joy. So that's what we're going to do tonight for you, Rob. When you wake up in the morning, you always get a choice to get up on the right side or the wrong side of the bed. You get to pick your movie, to regret or to rejoice. Your selections of projections of the story in your head. Like my uncle used to say, choose joy. He lived his life that way, choose joy. Sometimes grown-ups looked askance, but he showed us how to dance and unlock the art of living to a boy. Choose joy, choose joy, choose joy. When you step out of your house, you're already on the road, aware of every ripple and the changing of the light. There's a clue on every corner, a chance to crack the code, and a random kiss of happiness may brush your cheek tonight. Like my uncle used to say, choose joy. He lived his life that way, choose joy. In each daily navigation, there's a cause for celebration. Treat your life like it's your favorite toy. Choose joy, choose joy, choose joy. La 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 la. A picture postcard from Madrid that fell out of a book today said, kid, you'd love it here. We don't eat dinner till 11. Senoritas promenade in that Castilian way. From dusk to midnight, every street's a little slice of heaven. Like my uncle used to say, choose joy. He lived his life that way, choose joy. Put your heart in everything and never miss a chance to sing. Yo canto por lo tanto soy. Choose joy, choose joy, choose joy. Oh, choose joy, choose joy, choose joy, choose joy. Oh, put your heart in everything. Choose joy, and never miss a chance to sing. Choose joy. Oh, put your heart in everything. Choose joy. Never, never miss a chance to sing. Choose joy. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Choose joy. Never miss a chance to sing.
Thank you, guys. Oh, that's great. Yo tanto por lo tanto soy, of course, means everything's better with soy sauce on it. But it also means I
sing, therefore I am,
I
right?
sing, therefore I am, like all of us here, you know?
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant.
Yeah. Katie,
Tell me about it.
Booby, how are you?
Who are we talking to?
You're talking to Robin Batteau right now?
No,
Hi, Kate.
are you talking to me?
I'm talking to Kate. Yes, I am.
Robin, you graduated from Harvard. You got a degree from Harvard. They'll give that thing to anybody.
That's the way it works, I guess. You know, you pony up the money.
My dreams might yet come true. Oh my God, that's so fantastic! Congratulations. Oh my God, what a wonderful accomplishment, and all the things you've done. You know, in the all the years between classes. They should have just given you a lifetime, achievement award and, let it be. But congratulations and thank you for being you and for being so joyous and so
Thanks.
and so loving and so generous and all the things that everybody said. It just rings so true. It's really nice to to be able to celebrate you in this way. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to sing.
Thank you for saying so. Say a song. Let it rip.
How about this one?
Let's see what you got, baby.
I've been walking in the water, feet on the pond floor, and I'm hearing God's breath along the shore. This pond where in winter the snowflakes fell. I fished beside the elders, I remember it so well. The clacking of the scallops, the engines purr. They must have wondered what's up with her. They must have thought I'm some kind of princess on the pond, scraping seaweed off the culling board with my tiara on. Here and now on the shoreline, thank you is the prayer, 'cause everything else already here. The clacking of the scallops, the engines purr. They must have wondered what's up with her. They must have thought I'm some kind of princess on the pond, scraping seaweed off the culling board with my tiara on. You know what? I can't remember the words, but I know they're there somewhere. The water whispered something, wish I'd written it down. I can't remember what was said, but I can still hear the sounds. And if you're out there somewhere listening to, you just might hear what I hear, and it might comfort you. Here and now on the shoreline, thank you is the prayer, 'cause everything else is already here. Here and now on the shoreline, thank you is the prayer, 'cause everything else is already here.
Woo! Okay.
How well my brain space out fit in the song. It worked perfectly. The fact that I forgot those lyrics, it fit right in.
You got to put a tiara on for that song. You got to have one beside you can put on for the.
I think we need a tiara. There's no
I
question
think so.
about it. Anyway.
Maybe put your glasses on your head like a tiara for just a moment, you know? Perfect.
Congratulations, Robin. Thank you so much for your friendship and your joy and your goodness.
And thank you, Kate. That was a beautiful song. Kate and I go way back, more than 50 years ago. When my first band, Appaloosa, broke up because John Compton, the lead singer, stormed out. I said, well, I want to keep playing, and so I called Kate and I called Jeff Baxter, Skunk Baxter, who became a thing with the Doobie Brothers and with Steely Dan and stuff. And I said, let's put a band together just as under the umbrella of Appaloosa, just to sing "I Want You Back" by the Jackson 5, because that's just an unbelievable song. So we'll do this thing. Kate said, okay. So we got together for a day, and then John Compton said, I think I want to come back, because it looked like fun. So that was it. But we had a great band together for a minute there, and I've just been such a fan of Kate over the years, and her song "Fly in the Face of Mr. Blue" is a staple of my radio show.
Oh, that's
And she keeps making terrific records. I love the ukuleles bit. That stuff sounds great. And keep it up. Love you to pieces.
Thank you, Robin. Yeah, God bless, and we'll see you around the band. Hey, listen, let's get the band back together.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Kate, they want you back at Birdland too with the ukuleles.
Okay, great. I'd love that. We'd love that so much. There's 7 of us now. There's 7 ukuleles.
Wow.
Wait, I'm starting to hear a lot of hiss. Robin, can you just turn your mic off for a second?
Oh, yes.
Let's see if that helps. Yeah.
We don't need to hear from Robin anymore.
Wait a second.
There it is.
Oh, great! It's gone. It's gone.
I don't know what that was. Okay.
Well, Kate, are you gearing up for the next Summer on the Vineyard?
Yeah, Summer on the Vineyard. Playing. We're going to play on the docks. We're gonna tour every town. Martha's Vineyard.
The ukuleles you're talking about?
Ukuleles and and other configurations. Yes, it's the place is fertile ground for all kinds of music. So it's been good. The other night I played for a friend's memorial. I sang with Johnny Hoy and the Bluefish, and that was really fun. The next time you get to the island, we'll go and hear Johnny Hoy. You will love him.
Oh, I'd love to see him. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being part of Robin's big birthday, not birthday, it's graduation.
Yes.
Ceremony.
Graduation. All right, onward.
Feels like a birthday.
Thank you. So, Robin, we've had all these, references to Harvard. Well, guess what now? We have a Yaley in the wings. And not only
Wait a second. Okay, go.
Not only is he a Yaley, he is a former Jeopardy champion, too.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you know his music. He does a lot of work through the Urban Stages, which is a small off-Broadway theater on 30th Street. And he runs a New York songwriting collective. And I just knew that this is a great place to get you guys together. So please welcome Tom Tost.
Hey, Tom.
Thank you, Robin. Hey, congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to have you here.
Thanks. And I was wondering what the angle was. I thought that it was because I have the prettiest guitar. That was the reason that Chris invited me. This is a new guitar I got late last year from the Emerald Guitar Company in Ireland. And you can get any color that you want, but I think if you're getting an Emerald Guitar Company guitar, you should try to get an Emerald guitar.
Good choice. Excellent choice.
What this is.
It's like
I thought about writing a song for you, but I actually had a song that I wrote for myself several years ago about, it was a round number birthday that I was going through, and I thought that it was more applicable than anything that I could write to you. So I hope that you find something in my song that relates to your event. But because I did want to write something for you, I wrote a poem. So I'll start with a poem and then move into the song. It's not a sapphic poem. It's not. It doesn't follow any Greek forms, but it was just the best I could do. I offer up a toast to Robin getting a diploma. A singular event life could delay, but not derail. The time it took's irrelevant. It's such a great achievement. The only blot I see is that it didn't come from Yale.
All right.
All right.
Okay, Yaley, let's hear what you got.
Younger than my years, younger than my years. Knock on wood, I'm feeling good, so here's to new frontiers. I know if I lose, next day I may cruise. Hope is why I'm younger than my years. Got a feeling everybody's 17 inside. Anyone claims otherwise has lied. And since we're all but 17, then what's with all our pride? Pride falls by the wayside for people on the gray side. Younger than my years, younger than my years. Knock on wood, I'm feeling good, so here's to new frontiers. I know if I lose, next day I may cruise. Hope is why I'm younger than my years. Not saying everyone should live their lives like me. All in all, there are smarter ways to be. But I don't suppose it's asking much to ask you to agree. To turn a colder shoulder, and you'll be feeling older. Younger than my years, younger than my years. Here's a twist, my bucket list is bigger than my fears. I know if I fail, next day I prevail. Lord, I'm feeling younger than my years. Younger than my years, younger than my years. Knock on wood, I'm feeling good, so here's to new frontiers. I know if I lose, next day I may cruise. Hope is why I'm younger than my years. Full of hunger, younger than my years.
Woo! Thank you, Tom.
You bet. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Terrific song. Neil Eckstein has sort of an answer song called "I've Always Been Older Than Me." There's a little bit of a Mobius strip there. Terrific. And I like the idea that we're all 17 under the skin. We sure are. Although I think 18. I think we're allowed to vote, and in some places allowed to drink.
Age inflation, yeah. It used to be 17, now it's 18.
Cool, man. I look forward to I've the project of my Greek song cycle. I'm hoping in the future to make into a theater piece that recapitulates the evolution of Western theater from Greek chorus to Greek chorus plus one step-out actor with Thespis, from whom we get thespian, to chorus plus two step-out actors, which is Aeschylus's doing, and then Sophocles came up with three step-out actors and the Greek chorus, and theater went on from there, like so much of Western civilization. And I'm thinking Commedia dell'arte to Berlin, to Shakespeare, to Berlin, to Broadway would be a nice stepping stone review. And maybe once I put that together, maybe we can talk about doing it in your theater.
Sure thing. Sounds great.
Cool, man.
Hey, Robin, before we move on to the next piece, I have a photo to show you from Franny and Jeff real quick.
Yeah, baby. I used to look like that. And of course, I still do when I look in the mirror, and I'm 17. Let's see, what were we? About 40, I think, at that time. But we were buff.
So that photo is actually the perfect segue for this song. So I'm sitting here, it's been a rough couple years for all of us, being all sequestered, being locked in our houses with COVID. And so I said, oh, do I write one of my sad, political or COVID or depressing songs? Or do I do something zippy and joyous to match Robin in this wonderful celebration. And I said, I'm going to go with Zippy. So imagine my surprise when I got a call from you pretty recently. And Robin said, hey, I'm on the road and I'm at Rod McDonald's and I'm just across the state. Can I come? And I said, you bet your shiny cheeks. So he came over and we just had so much fun hanging out and drinking wine and drinking lots of coffee and eating chocolate and food. And anyway, we had just such a blast and yeah, writing and playing it. So one of the things that blew me away though, Robin, you know, you've been such a brilliant musician and writer for so many years. I had no idea until you told me that until recently, you never had the opportunity to couch surf. You know, he was always the person who was flown in to play and be this, you know, be the performer and stay in a fancy schmancy hotel. So here he is coming and staying down here at my place in Florida and flopping and hanging. And so wonderful. Thank you so much. And I love how much you care and how much you give to the community and how much you listen. It is so obvious when I watch you, when everybody is singing, you take in every single word, and it is just a gift that you share and that you bring. And thank you for. So that being said, this is something I wrote while I was on the road, drinking lots of coffee and eating lots of chocolate. And may songs like this land on us in our future writing and on you in your future writing. Yeah. I got enough baggage to fill the belly of a plane. From what the grapevine tells me, your luggage looks pretty much the same. So when my compass needle started wagging at you like you were an undiscovered planet, I ran to the bulkhead door, hopped in the dark and slammed it. Next thing I knew, I heard you were last seen hightailing it to Tupelo, mumbling something about a dream about you and me dancing free and naked around a blazing circle fire. Next thing you know, we're 1,000,000 stars away in the far off corners of that picture, desire. You're pulling me in like a moth to a flame. I'm burning my wings. I am burning my wings, and I cling to a vine with the semblance of hope on this balancing act on the finest of ropes. There's something flashing, warning as I pass a neon sign. I'm not one to yield to caution, but these are fiery times. I watch you, watch me, watch you, watch me. Ebb and flow, 2 steps forward, 3 back. Cause we pretty clearly know we are heading hard and fast. Out of control, head on where? Into the danger zone. That's your part. Into the danger zone. We are shifting, swimming closer like a ring around the moon. I tiptoe on clouds, I tiptoe on clouds. Found a message hidden in a bottle. In the mist it says there's no turning back once you surrender to the kiss. The winding paths we wander give excuse to hesitate, but at some unsuspecting crossroad we'll hit head on at the gate. I watch you, watch me, watch you, watch me. Touch me like those visions you'd seen in those smarmy morning dreams when we were blazing like a bonfire. Out of control, head on where? Into the danger zone. You made me leave my happy home. You took my love, now you're gone. Once I fell for you and your mother too. Well, it's too bad and it's too sad. I'm from Queens, I say shit like that. First you love me, then you snub me now. What will I do, you know? I'm still in love with you and 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 you. Is it love or lust? Who cares? It's Robin Batteau's party. You know what it's like? It's like magnets. You know, sometimes they pull really closer and closer, and sometimes it's that opposite pole thing, you know, run away, run away. You know what it's like? Tug of war, you know? The red bandana over the muddy riverbank, and everybody's pulling back and forth, and all of a sudden somebody pulls really hard, and next thing you know, Robin Batteau is up to his eyeballs in a puddle of mud, and he's going, ew, yeah, we're in the danger zone. We're in the danger zone. You're in the danger zone. Love you, baby.
Annie.
Love you, baby.
Yeah. I surrender to the kiss now. Officially.
More to come with you, baby.
Yeah, you bet. We've got an album to write one of these days. One of these
your
afternoons.
shiny cheeks, yes.
Brush against fate at least once a day. At night you tend the ghosts of all the close calls. I can say love scared you the most. Your mother taught you to be tough. Your father showed you tender. But on their own neither one's enough. Sometimes you fight, sometimes surrender. You're gonna be the one to save the day. Yeah, I believe that's what you're here to do. But when the lamps go on and the day's work is done, who's gonna be the one to save you? You know your story and you know it well. You've walked with kings and bums. It's in between the lines you tell. That's where the real story comes. And with a diamond cutter's eye, nothing left to chance. You don't let a soul get by without at least a passing glance. You're gonna be the one to save the day. Yeah, I believe that's what you're here to do. And though you might lose a step, you'll never be outrun. But who's gonna be the one to save you? You hear the sound the hardwood makes, moans and creaks and it bites. I know those floors have felt the weight of 1,000 sleepless nights. Yeah, you do your best to change. They do their best to keep you silent. Well, you can carve into your deepest vein and still be stranded on Monkey Island. And those who live by fair and just are bound to be laid low. Among the few you still can trust, John Coltrane, Hank Snow. So let's just raise a glass for them who time has frozen the page. Days gone by when men were men and all the world was not a stage. You're gonna be the one to save the day. Yeah, I believe that's what you're here to do. But when the last drops of bourbon mix with the rising sun, who's gonna be the one to save you? Who's gonna be the one to save you?
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, Angie. Hey, White,
Wow.
we're here. Are you
I
there?
just made it in time to see me.
Cool.
Perfect timing. Did you write that song?
I did, yes.
Wow.
Kenny's so good.
I
Kenny,
wrote that song about Peter Wolf.
who's been like well, I don't know. He was a star on at the Fillmore East 52 years ago,
Yeah.
and with the Jay Giles Band, which was named Jay Giles Band because he was the only guy in the band who had a manager, and and Peter's gone on to make wonderful records as a solo with Kenny as a sideman and producer, and one of those albums was listed by Rolling Stone as one of the 500 greatest albums of all time. So Kenny's not just a singer and a songwriter; he's also a producer, and just a great friend. Kenny and Jeff Southworth and I were responsible, whether that's or share the blame for like a tidal wave of jingles in the 80s and 90s, and it was a blast. And you are a blast.
It was indeed, and I love your hat. I don't know where you got that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Where are you?
Well, I'm in Shandaken, New York, outside of Woodstock. My niece has she bought an old inn called the Wishing Well Inn, and she's kind of remaking it, putting it back together, and it's Federico Garcia Lorca. Lived here and wrote poems here in the 1920s and 30s.
Oh man,
there's ghosts in the beams.
They're good ghosts.
Good ghosts.
Well, Robin, we've come to the end of the show, but we still have just a couple of announcements to make. We have to give a shout out to Alan and Eileen Pepper, who are watching.
Hi, Alan. Hi, Eileen.
Hi, Alan.
How are you? Gosh, we love you so much. You mean and you have meant so much to music in New York, whether our style of music or every other style of music. It just wouldn't be the same without you. And
it's not. Yeah, it's not the same. He owned the Bottom Line for 30 years. He owned the Bottom Line with Stanley Snedowski. And we just want to give one more pitch to, if you want to donate to Robin's tuition fund, you could say, I helped Robin Batteau get through college. And you can send it by PayPal or Venmo. And half of the money will go to the Sirius Foundation in Kyiv, Ukraine, for the animal rescue that they do there. And we wanted to, we have a big finale. Oh, wait, are we doing the finale before or after the video for Robin?
We're going to do the video last.
Oh, okay. All right. So we're going to throw it back to Robin's classmate from 1969 Harvard, John Forster. And he's got a brand new song that, take it away, John.
Okay, Robin. Am I off mute? Yes. Yeah, so this is a song that I wrote about a month ago, where, I mean, tonight is really an amazing sort of congregation of singer-songwriters. And as a community, we're very lucky to be a part of a community like this. So creative, so in the moment, just singer-songwriters are great people. I love singer-songwriters. So this is our pandemic, as everybody's pandemic has been different, but singer-songwriters have experienced the pandemic in special ways. And this is a song where I attempt to sort of get in touch with that. So this is really for all of us. Thank you for letting me be a part of this, Robin. This has really been fun. Lockdown felt like being sealed in a tomb. We would have gone crazy if it weren't for Zoom. Zoom was warmth, Zoom was contact, Zoom was our safety net. Zoom was perfect until you attempted to sing a duet. Don't try to sing along on Zoom. Don't try to sing with anyone not there in the room. The simplest little ballad turns to note and rhythm salad. So don't try to sing along on Zoom. Don't try to sing along on Zoom. Don't try to sing along on Zoom. Music is like Prozac when there's global gloom, but certain kinds of music should be banned on Zoom. Barbershop turns into slop, and doo-wop sounds so odd. Hymns are hell, rounds as well, so please, for the love of God,
Everybody,
don't try to sing along on Zoom. Zoom is the cyber hole where music meets its doom, 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 doom. Where a jocka jumps the rails, even happy birthday fails. So don't try to sing along on Zoom. Everybody,
don't try to sing along on Zoom.
Okay, everybody put yourselves on mute. As Delta fades and Omicron wanes and the sun comes out, what's the thing we love the most, the thing we're ecstatic about? We don't have to sing along on Zoom. Now the entire choir's right there in the room. Concert halls, live applause. We rejoice again because we don't have to sing along on Zoom. Don't have to sing along on 10-part harmony. We don't have to sing 1,000-part harmony. We don't have to sing along. Okay. Absolutely horrendous.
Robin, before we play the final video, which will be you doing Guinevere with all the people around the country playing along, do you have any last words for us?
Keep it together. You guys, it's when I say let's do it again next Monday, I mean it. This kind of stuff is what we're here to do, and keep writing, keep singing, and putting it out there, and because it brings us all together and makes the world better.
Hey, Rod's here. Rod McDonald just got
Hey,
in.
Rod. How's the fam?
I'm not hearing any sound
Now we can hear you.
anywhere.
We can hear you. Oh,
I can't hear you guys.
I can't do sign language, but I can try.
Well, it's great because Rod also sang from Florida on the Guinevere mashup. So oh, by the way, Brandon just got married yesterday. So let's
Brandon. Yeah.
I think, and we'll give him a little extra for working the show tonight.
Encore.
And thank your spouse too.
Right.
Thank you,
so
everyone who donated, and all you people who've been watching.
Marty Robertson gave me T.H. White's The Once and Future King to read, and I was so moved. The next morning I got up and picked up the guitar, started writing, and by nightfall I was in tears. And the Buskin and Batteau recorded the song first. The second was the wonderful Lucy Kaplansky, at the behest of the incredible Christine Lavin, produced by my erstwhile assistant, Sugar Sean Colvin. What a trio of angels. This is the song is about the eternal triangle: a man, a woman, a lawyer. No, it's about how through time we all get to dance on every corner of that triangle. Just like Guinevere, Arthur, and Lancelot, Helen, Paris, and Menelaus. I call it Lancelot's tune. Guinevere, in my castle in Normandy, make a new home with me. Come follow me down, Guinevere. All my honor and glory will just be a story of the fall of the crown. Am I some dancing Lancelot who only falls in love with a woman who belongs to someone else? Is it just the blood of Paris running through my veins that sees a taken woman in myself I can't restrain? Is this knight of cups in his noble stance just a jack of clubs with an eye askance on the queen of hearts in a royal blue? I may shield the poor, but I can't save you, Guinevere. In my castle in Normandy, make a new home with me. Come follow me down, Guinevere. All my honor and glory will just be a story of the fall of the crown. Golden apples on the mountain, this one fell to me. We are planets in a heartless gravity. I never chose to make a choice. It felt like someone else's voice saying all those crazy things down on one knee. Cassandra never cast a shadow, now it's racing to the shore. Oh, the face that launched 1,000 ships is sailing one more, Guinevere. In my castle in Normandy, make a new home with me. Come follow me down, Guinevere. All my honor and glory will just be a story of the fall of the crown. Wreath of violets and rows of wild narcissus, dolphin on the shield of Odysseus. A night with 5 watches, one too many notches on the belt of Aphrodite that Helen wore tonight, just a phantom of a gold ghost of a dream. She is there, she is here, and in between. The moment men see your face, frozen like kings in place, the stones hit the ground, shattering. And I hear, how can you love me? How can you love me? How can you love me? Sings the Assistalian bird. How can you love me? How can you love me? After all you've heard. I knew you by the curl of your hair, your evanescence hanging in the air. My punishment was meant to be. I was blind, but now I see. Your apparition followed me like a shadow dancer in a world rich with legend and rumor. Would that we had seen it sooner. This palinode will start to tell how myth is like a wishing well, with a mirror in each hand. And you say, how can you love me? How can you love me? How can you love me? Sings the Assistalian bird. How can you love me? How can you love me? After all you've heard. How can you love me? How can you love me? In your works and days, letting your emotions blaze, or in just a word or phrase.